Yo, the consistency be hitting me.
Determination, wisdom, knowledge.
I'm here to talk to you about important things that's going on in the world today. So today's a very serious video. I won't really be laughing or joking much. So if you're here for the laughing jokes, I'm just not gonna be in this video.
Damn! God! Damn! God!
Marvel vs. Capcom 2, particularly, has been locked up for 7 years. It's doing a 7 to life. Well, maybe even longer. Capcom just released a bunch of Disney games that they did with Disney, so it's not quite on Disney's end. So I feel like this game is just being targeted just to be locked up, or maybe the bigwigs don't really notice or care about what they do to certain games. But it's just the idea of taking it away in general is what's the real problem to me. With Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, right? A game that no one thought really could happen got botched so bad, not necessarily because of the gameplay, but just because of who was in it, and just how they approach making the game in general. They pushed the MCU so far down our throats that they felt like that's all we needed in the game. When quite frankly, like, if you playing Marvel vs. Capcom, especially if you're not playing casually, you don't really care about who's who's from the MCU's in the game, to be honest. Like, even if you play fighting games in general, like, sometimes who's in not who's in the game, but sometimes picking up a game and being surprised about who's in it, not necessarily not knowing the character, is fine. You don't have to know every character in the game. So it's not always you have to put in a whole bunch of familiar faces in order to get, especially members of the fighting community, excited. So I feel like they had this agenda that they have to push, that we're doing movies and everything has to relate around the movies to bring us money. But anyway, I said all that to say this. The hashtag Marvel vs. Capcom 2 hashtag that's going on Twitter right now is extremely important. Not because of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but just because if we can revive this game, if we can get him out of jail, we can get Marvel vs. Capcom 2 out of jail. We can literally get anything else out of jail as a gamer, as your community. Like, that means we're getting a voice. So it's bigger than just Marvel vs. Capcom. This is our stuff. Like, we could go from Marvel vs. Capcom to Street. We could get Street back. We could get Fight for New York back. We could get so many, like, we could get almost any game. We could get True Crimes back. We could get Midnight Club back. We can do anything. We can voice our actual opinion about how we feel if we can get more. This is just like a stepping stone. So it's not necessarily something, you don't have to love Marvel vs. Capcom to be like, bro, I'm supporting this hashtag. You should just support it just because, like, there's something that you want in a game that is either dead or gone. You would love to see get another chance. Or even if it's not now, in the future, you would love to see something get a chance. If we all just stand together on this, it's bigger than just Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Speaking of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, personally, I love the game. I suck at it though, but I really love the game. The idea, the concept of the game is fantastic. So I'm all for bringing it back, but I'm really for making a new one. I really would like a part 4. I really would like some kind of experience where it's like you have new Capcom characters, new Marvel characters, new settings, higher, like, not necessarily graphics, but just like more accessibility, a way that everyone can get involved, not just people that only play Marvel vs. Capcom. So if we want to have our community grow, we need to get the younger generations into our game too, so they can help build us and get us to new games, to new heights. Show people that it's not all about people that's in the movie. It's quite honestly, like, do we really, like, we saw Captain America 50 times. Are we not tired? Wait, hold on. I don't mean to get into this, but are we not tired of the movie characters? Like, aren't they boring? Aren't the movie characters boring? Aren't you tired of Captain America and Iron Man? I love Iron Man, but aren't you tired of them? Like, aren't they? You know how much characters Marvel has that they can dispose of? Like, they can just put us onto? Marvel has way too many characters for us to be getting the same people over and over and over and over and over and over. Like, I'm tired of them. What we really need to do is push this Marvel's Capcom thing out so we can get new characters. We can get a better story. We can get just overall, like, just a better game, a better chance for us. Because it won't just stop there. We can just keep going. It's just little thoughts I had about Brandon. It means a lot to me, the game. I love it. You know, just not even just the game itself, like just gaming in general. It's just all about passion, love. You know, when you care about something, you gotta show that you care about it. You just gotta show love, man. You gotta show love. Because it starts here. If we could voice this, and we could voice anything. We could get Kingdom Hearts 3 remade. Alright, I'm doing the most. And I want my damn F-Zero.